Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Essential series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we are going to discuss the important topics from the day's news from the Hindu, Indian Express and other sources. So today let us discuss the topics of 1st August 2025. So we are going to discuss first about the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace. Second, about the Netravati River. And third, about the African mahogany. Fourth, about the Ramsar COP15. And finally, UAE country mapping. So, starting with our first topic, that is the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace. So, why we are discussing this award? See, this year, August 7th, 2025. The August 7th, 2025 is going to mark the centenary celebrations or the centenary birth anniversary of this MS Swaminathan, who is known as the father of the Green Revolution in India. And we started celebrating his centenary celebrations from the August 7th, 2024 only. So he was born in the year 1925. And so, regarding his centenary birth anniversary celebrations, we are going to celebrate his celebrations at this ICAR Institute in New Delhi in a very grandiose manner. And, and on that day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate a 3-day science conference also, which is organized by the MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, and on that day will also feature the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace, which is a global recognition for the scientists contributing to these fields, that is the food and the peace. So, in year 2025, for the first time, we are going to announce this MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace to continue the legacy of MS Swaminathan. So, what is your homework today? Go and please search about this MS Swaminathan. So he is the father of the Green Revolution. Everyone knows that. But what are other important contribution and what are the awards or titles which were awarded to him by the government or any other international organization? Now, going for our topic, that is about the award. So this award is going to be given by the MS Swaminathan Research Foundation. And what is the purpose of this award? See, to honor the Professor Swaminathan's legacy. So that's why we'll remember the MS Swaminathan and his contribution of Green Revolution to India. So it will recognize the individuals. So remember, this MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace is for only individuals only. It will not be awarded to any organization, only individuals or persons for their outstanding contribution or their excellent service they have done to ensure the food security as well as for promoting peace. These are the two criteria. Whoever the persons or the individuals have done their excellent work for enhancing the food security and the promoting peace, they will get this award, which carries a US dollars of 25,000 monetary award, also a medal, and also they will also get the opportunity to participate in the award ceremony also. Now, coming to the eligibility criteria of this award, see, this award is eligible for the individual scientist or professionals. Scientists or professionals or the nationals of a developing country. Remember, the nationals of a developing country and currently living and working in any developing country for at least the last 5 years, or the individual scientist or professionals. These are the nationals of any developing country, or the scientist or the professionals currently living or else working in any developing country. They work also include in this developing country only. That is for the last 5 years. And these individual scientists and professionals should be under the age of 50 years. And yes, these are the individual, but is the award given to be everyone? No. These individuals or the professors who have done their excellent work for impacting the food and nutrition security, food systems, or a climate resilience for peace. See, these are the eligibility criteria. So the individual scientists or the professionals under the age of 50 who are working in the developing country have done their excellent work in improving the food and nutrition security, food systems, or the climate resilience for peace will be eligible to get this award. And who are not eligible, see, any individual or any scientist or the professional who have previously received any other prestigious international award which is equivalent to the same prize money or the same prize, that is MS Swaminathan Food and Peace, which means the persons which previously received any other prestigious international award for their contribution in this food and nutrition security, food systems, and the peace. They are not eligible to get this award. So this is with respect to the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace, which are we going to announce for the first time in the year 2025, August 7, which also marks the 100th birth anniversary of this MS Swaminathan. So moving to a second topic, that is the Netravati River. So this Netravati River in news, why? Because of this issue, that is the Dharmasthala issue. So now we are not going to dwell into the issue of this Dharmasthala, but why we are discussing today? See, the seed has been excavating the alleged burial sites, and after 2 days of excavation at the 5 alleged burial sites, they have failed to yield results, right? But they recovered some skeletal remains from the sixth spot that was dug up at this near this Netravati river. So we'll study about this Netravati river now. So it is a river in the Karnataka and it takes its origin in the Western Ghats. It takes its origin in the Western Ghats, that is at the Bhangarabhalige Valley. Bhangarabhalige Valley of Yalnir Ghat in Khudremukh of Chikmagalur district of Karnataka state. Chikmagalur district. It will origin in the Chikmagalur district in the Western Ghats. And after rising from there, it will merge with the Kumaradhara river. That is its tributary at the Upinangade. And it flows through Mangalore and then merges in the Arabian Sea. Its total length is of 103 kilometers. It flows and irrigates the major areas of this Dharmasthala, Upinangadi, Bhantwal, Thumbe and Mangalore. See, before the name of this Netravati initially or originally, this river is known as this Bhantwal. Bhantwal means the Netravati river only. And coming to the major tributaries of this Netravati river, see those are the Kumaradhara river, Prutyunjaya river, Kapila river, Aniyur river, Somavati river, Kaniyur river and the Gundya river. So these are the basic details of the Netravati river, which originates in the Bhangarabhalage valley of Yalnirghat in the Kudremukh of Chikmagalur district. And coming to a third topic, that is the African mahogany. So why we are discussing this? See, in 2023, India took the presidency of this G20, right? And we hosted a grandeur celebration at this Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. So during that celebrations, there was this ceremonial plantation event was there. So in that, what is the ceremonial plantation event means? 17 trees. So in that ceremonial plantation event, 17 trees which are representing the participating countries and organizations selected for their symbolism and their environmental significance. And these 17 trees are brought from these 17 countries and planted in this Nehru Park with their country name or the organization's name. So why we are discussing now means, see, this African mahogany was brought by the Nigeria, and this plant was planted in this Nehru Park as a symbol of this Nigeria. But what happened? This Nigeria failed to survive after being planted. And this, sorry, not Nigeria, African mahogany plant was failed to survive. And replacing this African mahogany one jamun, Indian species of jamun plant was planted there. So this is the picture of that plant. So regarding this, the citizens observed this plant and noted this. No, this is not the African mahogany of the Nigeria, but it is the jamun, which is a common Indian species. So regarding that, they took the pictures and videos and it went viral. So why this plant has been planted and what happened to this African mahogany? So regarding that confusion and the video, the government or the sources has said that yes, it was replaced with this jamun plant because of the failure of the survival of this African mahogany. But this jamun plantation is temporary only. We will again bring this African mahogany plant from the Nigeria and will plant again there. So this is the confirmation given by the sources. So that's why we are discussing this African mahogany. And what are the other plants which are planted during this G20 ceremonial plantation? We told about 17 trees, right? So other plants are, see, you can see here, olive trees from Turkey, Spain and the Italy. So Turkey, Spain and the Italy members brought this olive trees. And next the real yellow wood from the South Africa. And next the silver tree from the South Korea. Silver tree. And next the date palm from the Egypt and the South Arabia. Date palm. And next teak from the Indonesia. Camphor laurel from the China and the sasage tree and red frangipani from the African Union. So if you are curious and have enthusiasm to know what is the specialty of these trees, so please go and search what is the specialty of these trees in that particular country. So now going to a topic that is the African mahogany. So it is also known as the kaya. African mahogany is also known as the kaya. It is the dried deciduous tree and it is native of the tropical regions of this Africa, which includes the Ghana, Nigeria and the DRC, that is Democratic Republic of Congo, as well as the tropical regions of Madagascar. So these trees are native to tropical regions of Africa and the Madagascar. So it has a 150-meter tall tree and this tree bark has the rich reddish brown in color. So what is the speciality and what are the benefits of this tree? See, the bark or the wood of this trees give us the aesthetic appeal, which will be attracted by the interiors and it will be used in the interior designing of many well-known or the many African peoples. And the wood, due to its resistance power to insects, the wood is also resistant to insects, water and other things. So the wood is also durable. And next coming to its density and the strength of this bark, it has also produces the acoustic properties. So that this African mahogany wood is also used in the musical instruments also, and this also has some medicinal properties that it is used during the used in treatment of fever and the inflammation of tissues. So these are the basic details of this African mahogany. Now, moving to our fourth topic, that is the Ramsar Conference of the Contracting Parties 15. So, why we are discussing now? See, this 15th, COP 15 of this Ramsar was concluded on July 31st, starting from July 23rd, which is a 9-day event. And we'll see what is this Ramsar COP 15 and what is the outcome of this event. So this COP 15 was done at this Victoria Falls, which is a World Heritage Site near in the Zimbabwe. So this Zimbabwe is the current host of this or concluded hosting this Ramsar COP. So this Ramsar Conference of Parties will take place for every 3 years, where the members, the contracting parties of this Ramsar Convention and the other delegates will come and discuss about the ideas, what are the things we have done till now, what we have to do for the preservation of the wetlands. So now this time Zimbabwe has hosted, taking the presidency from the China. and it is the second African country to host this Ramsar COP. So the first African country hosted this Ramsar COP is the Uganda, which was hosted in 2005 as a COP 9. And next COP 16 is going to be happen in 2028 with the hosting country or the presidency of Panama. So this COP 15, Ramsar COP 15 took place from 23rd to 31st July 2025 at the Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. So what is the theme? See, the theme is this: protecting wetlands for our common future. Protecting wetlands for our common future. And what is the outcome of this convention? See, Victoria Falls Declaration. They adopted this Victoria Falls Declaration where they said that political commitment and the increased resource mobilization and the investment are most essential for this wetland management. So Victoria Falls Declaration is mandated on main these three themes only. Political commitment is main must and should for this wetland management, as well as the resource mobilization should be increased and also the investment also. Now coming to the some important resolutions. See, during this COP 15, overall 13 resolutions were adopted. We are not going to deal with this all these 13, but let's say the some important resolutions. So they agreed to strengthen the flyway conservation efforts to protect the migratory birds. Flyway conservation efforts, which means the route where the migratory birds will flow. They also, although see, this is a wetland convention, right? Ramsar means, but they also now they adopted to strengthen this flyway conservation efforts to protect the migratory birds. And they also endorse the establishment of the Global Water Bird Estimates Partnership. So we'll see what they will include in this Global Water Bird Estimates Partnership, but they agreed to establish this partnership. And they also strengthen or recognize the importance of conserving river dolphins, and other inland wetland indicated species also. See, now they are moving to the depth. They recognize this not only protecting the wetlands are important, but the species of the wetlands are also should be protected. And now they also passed a resolution on the wetland restoration, which included our India's commitment, India's idea of wise use of wetlands. Wise use of wetlands. This is forwarded by India during this COP 15 of Ramsar. And they also agreed to apply the specific criteria to guide the designation of the wetlands of international importance. So they also agreed to have a specific criteria, application of the specific criteria. What is the specific criteria will come out in the near future. These are the some important resolution. There are also many other important resolutions to the in terms of funding, political commitment, and etc. But these are the some important resolutions of this COP 15 Ramsar. So what is this Ramsar Convention? This Ramsar Convention was passed in the year 1974 and came into effect in the year 1975 for the conservation of the wetlands of all kinds. Wetlands of all kinds. And it has 172 contracting parties till now as of 2024. Now, India has how many Ramsar wetlands? The wetlands designated under Ramsar sites or Ramsar Convention. India has now 91 Ramsar sites. Out of that, Tamil Nadu hosts the largest or the highest number of Ramsar sites, that is 20. And which country hosts the highest number of these Ramsar sites? That is the United Kingdom has the highest number of Ramsar sites in the world. So now your homework is go and learn or revise about this Ramsar Convention and what are these Ramsar sites, and also how many Ramsar sites are there in this United Kingdom. Now moving to our fifth topic, that is the UAE, United Arab Emirates. So why we are discussing this? See, 13th India UAE Joint Defense Cooperation Committee meeting was held in the New Delhi on this July 30, 2025. And for the first time, this was held at the secretary level. It is a joint defense cooperation committee, and for the first time it was headed by the secretary level. So in that meeting, the India and the UAE reaffirmed their commitment to strengthen their bilateral defense cooperation. So nowadays, India and UAE's relationship is increasing, and they are now agreed to strengthen or improve this relationship in terms of the defense also. So we'll see about this UAE geographical mapping. So this UAE is a country in the West Asia, which is surrounded by two countries, that is the Saudi Arabia and the Oman here. And here it has the Persian Gulf. Its capital is Abu Dhabi and its largest city is the Dubai. Its official language is Arabic and official religion is Islam. And it is a constitutional federation of consisting of 7 emirates, means the 7 states. And here one more interesting fact, or the important thing is that the Tropic of Cancer passes through this UAE, that is through Abu Dhabi. So that's all for today. Thank you.